TikToker lies about her cancer. Let's watch, my friends.
She was diagnosed with cancer, raised $37,000, but was given a heavy sentence as the cancer never existed.
Wow.
Born March 2003, her name is Madison Russo, and she was a University of Iowa student when she began feeling, quote, just a little bit off. She experienced sporadic fevers, some bloody stools and random nosebleeds, leading to a checkup with her university doctor.
That uterus, what the is that on my screen? That had a, I don't know what I was supposed to say. I'm sorry.
On the 10th of February 2022, at the age of only 19, Maddie was given a diagnosis she never could have predicted.
I got the call from my oncologist and they found a mass on my pancreas and I had stage 2 pancreatic cancer at just 19 years old.
Out of 25 different cancers, pancreatic has the lowest chance of survival.
The 5-year outlook of survival is a slim 11%.
However, this initial announcement video was already somewhat suspicious. She kept on looking to the left like she was reading off a script. Pretty strange approach to talking about a life experience. It's her looking at her script for me. Perhaps she wrote it out to keep her words concise, but also how she was diagnosed didn't sound right.
You don't just have an oncologist. It takes weeks, months. You have to find one that specializes in the kind of cancer you have.
These red flags were clearly overlooked.
I know nothing about oncologists or anything like that. Chat, listen, if you lie about having cancer, we should give him cancer. Is that a bad idea? I'm just saying like a appropriate crime to the thing, you know, because it's something serious. I'll shut up.
As Maddie was featured by her local news, in which she'd stand by her original story. My phone rang and it said Iowa City Oncology. I stepped out of the classroom and took the call. They told me they had found a mass on my pancreas and that I had stage 2 pancreatic cancer.
What did she gain from lying about this though, dude? I don't get, like, it's just like she just woke up a Monday morning. I got cancer now. Like, what the do you get? Attention, I guess?
And I definitely still am. I was in shock. I didn't think it could be true. I'm so young and I wondered how this could happen. I went through all the emotions and I was pretty numb. I remember hanging up the phone and I was a mess. I was literally bawling, but somehow I ended up getting the courage to wipe away my tears and went back into class, which now when I think about it was pretty crazy. You never want to get cancer, and if you do get diagnosed, you can't choose where you get it. Of all the ones, why does it have to be this one? Again, implying to everyone that she'd been given the worst
Jesus. Like a rat! You f***ing rat! I'm sorry.
Cancer possible. To make matters worse,
she got gum tooth, more gum than tooth.
Surgery was not an option as my tumor is on the tail of my pancreas and it's very deep rooted. Doctors said that if they went in, the surgery would do more harm. There was more risk than reward, and as a result, she'd instead be doing 15 rounds of oral chemotherapy along with 90 rounds of radiation. She'd document the journey as a way to help her cope, trying to act as an example that she could maintain looks and lifestyle. She'd write round 14 of chemo ended last Friday and by
she looks so healthy, bro. I mean, I don't know how like chemotherapy like works, but I feel like it's gonna take a toll, you know what I mean? Like a little bit of a toll.
Monday night, I decided to throw on my running shoes and see where they took me. Well, they took me 6 miles.
6 miles with 14 rounds of chemo? Are you Superman? This is Deadpool. What the is that?
I'm thinking the bags of blood I received earlier in the week fueled this one and made me speedy, although to a person with leukemia named Anna Tower, this was again very strange.
Oh, she called him out?
When I saw Maddie's post about her going for a run, she looked pretty. She had all her hair and was strong enough to go running, a run I was missing since my diagnosis.
Damn.
So there I was sitting on the couch, looking at that post and asking myself what was I doing wrong? Why was bored, weak, and couldn't even think about walking, let alone running.
Chad, that's up. This is up.
To the car to get to the hospital was a challenge. I was thinking I did something wrong, or maybe that I was not strong enough, passively implying Maddie's appearance was also highly suspicious.
Throw rocks at that bitch!
People began to ask, how do you have chemo and keep all that beautiful hair? To which she'd post the following video.
How I am keeping
biotin
my hair, during treatment with chemo. My mom found this.
She's selling biotin on a TikTok shop. Yo, this is crazy. Yo, imagine her TikTok just has a thing that you could buy.
It's biotin with collagen and keratin.
Maddie claimed that she kept her hair by using vitamin supplements, while with comments like, I guess the biotin is stronger than the chemo, she'd adjust her claim stating it did fall out sometimes.
I was like brushing my hair and a few like pieces were like coming out of brushing my hair.
She'd post this photo to show she wasn't lying.
That is chopped. You can see the scissor mark. You can literally see the chop marks from the scissors.
But it was pretty damn obvious these were simply from a haircut. Additionally, Maddie was super tanned in every single photo, which again was weird as they don't let you tan or use self-tanners during chemo. Her response, get this, was that the radiation treatment was keeping her golden brown. Maybe this radiation was also recharging her energy, as Maddie gave talks at St. Ambrose University, the SAU Generosity Night, and for the National Pancreas
She went on a world tour?
Foundation. In the process, she'd appear on podcasts.
How would you define the term pancreatic cancer?
The first word that comes to mind is just ugly.
Before announcing she'd gotten a second cancer. It is with heartbreak and shock that I share the news that my cancer has spread to my blood and is acute lymphoblastic leukemia on top of my original diagnosis of pancreatic cancer.
What I don't understand is what's the end goal here? You just gave yourself a second cancer. What is the goal? What do you gain? What is happening?
Should therefore update her GoFundMe, writing Maddie's cancer has been progressively getting worse and has spread all over her body, including throughout her blood and also on her spine. She's tried everything and given it her all. Chemo, radiation, and other methods have no longer helped. As a result, donations flooded in, totaling $37,800.
Dumb as No, I don't want to say dumb. Those are generous people that actually care, but they're too caring. You know what I mean? You could care and then you could care too much. This is one of them moments, dude. It's not even the people that donated. It's definitely her. It's her. It's 100% gullible. They're gullible for sure, but at the same time, they have a big heart, dude. You know what I mean? It's just, you don't think people would lie about cancer. That's not normal. So like, I don't know, dude.
$100. Maddie's close family friend Peggy Ole, whose husband died of pancreatic cancer, also sent Maddie a whole package of support materials, including $500 in gift cards. To keep the money rolling in, Maddie befriended a fellow cancer patient named Charlie, who passed away in October 22, leading Maddie to make the following post. This just absolutely breaks my heart. Charlie and I would text each other daily, talking about all the ups and downs of both our battles with cancer, and she was seriously just a
What were the texts like? She's like, I hate chemo. Me too. Oh, it just makes my skin so tan and what is the conversation? This is so dumb.
Sweet, genuine soul. We were the same age, lived within minutes of each other, and could relate to each other 100%.
No, you
Sadly, it's
bad.
Seemed Maddie's cancer was also getting worse, as she'd post a compilation showing everything she'd been through. Included were photos of her in hospital, although it would be through these that Maddie was finally exposed. TikToker Scrub Hacks, who worked inside a hospital, noticed Maddie's medical equipment was installed incorrectly.
What is going on with that chest port? I am not a chemo nurse, but this doesn't look like a port to me. The dressing is really screwed up with her feeding tube that's not primed. Let's go closer to her nose. Is that the end of the feeding tube?
One comment clarified, chemo nurse here and that ain't a port, again confirmed by a medical doctor.
So you can see that the actual positioning of the port per se is not accurate. Also, the way that it's secured.
Put a tube in her nose and like, guys, I'm dying. You're dumb.
The type of tape that's used is not the same clinical tape that we would use in the hospital.
Compare Maddie's port to that of Anna Tower, and the difference is almost comical.
And I don't know if you've ever seen a cancer port. They're not
She just fucking duct tape. She just put tape over her.
usually this sloppy.
But the equipment problems didn't end there.
There's nothing in that bag. This would be where the nutrition would be. And if she was actually being fed via feeding tube, this tube would be full of this white liquid. There's nothing in that. So she would just be pumping air into her stomach.
Other photos feature the same inaccuracies.
Here's another one. No substances in the tubing. And her port is...
She's at the house. I thought she went to a hospital to take these pictures. Chat, she ordered it she ordered on Amazon? Did she just order like tubes and a bowl on Amazon? How bored are you, dude? What is your problem?
Also, do you see that right there? That little purple spot? Yeah, that's supposed to be down in her stomach.
All of which were taken not inside a hospital, but instead her own apartment. Every other photo was simply found on Google.
This is a picture she posted. That is a European outlet. This picture is from Google.
Except for some other extremely shameful posts.
This picture alone should put her in jail. She took this picture, drained from chemo era. This was on her TikTok. Somebody reverse image searched it and found an actual person with cancer.
God.
She literally stole this photo.
Maddie took photos of actual cancer patients and posted them to her TikTok as if they were her own. Well, as a result, police received a report that Russo had taken money and donations from more than 439 donors, leading to a warrant to search the Bettendorf apartment of Madison Marie Russo. There, police found a brown paper bag with medical supplies, an IV pole with a feeding pump filled with cotton balls, 2 boxes of transparent dressing.
She fills it with cotton balls.
And a wig, plus a brand new 2023 Kia Sportage purchased with her GoFundMe money. Police then searched Maddie's medical records, taken from Genesis Trinity, which showed that although Russo was a patient, she was never treated for any cancers or tumors. Police therefore froze her bank account, and Maddie was arrested.
Yes!
6 months later, Maddie appeared in court,
Damn,
making
she's
the
tall.
wild claim that she had
That don't go to the WNBA? What is she doing? She over here scamming, acting like she got cancer. Start doing layups, get in a layup line.
a broken family, and faking cancer was her strategy to bring them back together.
I didn't do this for money or greed. I didn't do this for attention. I did this in an attempt to try and get my family back together. It didn't work.
Why did I think about that when my dad left my mom, bro? Oh, fuck, man.
And it only got worse.
Maddie's lawyer then explained how being exposed ruined Maddie's life.
At the gym, she's had people approach her and verbally accost her.
Good.
She has been at the store where she's been flipped off and cursed at and yelled at.
Although those who were deceived still demanded extra punishment.
I hope Maddie Russo is held responsible. I hope Maddie Russo has to spend a great deal of time in jail. I hope Maddie Russo has to pay restitution. She preyed on my emotions.
Chat, what's restitution? I'm sure the YouTube comments know, but what's restitution? It's a big word. I have no idea what it means. Someone said lawyer fine as chat. Please focus. Oh my God, my chat doesn't even know. Oh, we're all dumb as when you give money back. Oh, got you.
Emotions and my giving nature.
The judge determined that Maddie had shown remorse.
I doubt that you will ever commit a crime like this again.
But still charged her with first-degree theft.
Good.
As a result, Maddie was given a 10-year suspended prison sentence, 100 hours of community service, a $1,370 fine, and she was ordered to repay $39,000 to those who donated.
That is not enough. That is nowhere near enough. That is nowhere near enough. She just used a deadly sickness to. Bro, what? She needs jail time. What does 10-year suspended prison sentence? What does that mean, chat? Is it like she's gonna go for 10 years, but just not right now? How does that work?
However, her donors still weren't happy. As a pancreatic cancer patient who donated to her, GoFundMe refunded the money. This sentence is appalling. She lied to the court. This was for greed, not her family. To cause people to hesitate to help is the reason she should be in jail. Judge/prosecution, you failed.
Yeah, they f***ing blow, dude. Oh my gosh, she deserved prison time forever. That's so. First of all, she should be in jail just for talking to a cancer patient and talking about something we 100% relate with the cancer patient passing away, bro. And you're just like, oh, we could relate. We were talking all the time. What? Prison now, go. Smack that bitch on her forehead.